Lately, Top Gear pointed out these omissions, which sparked an explosive debate about Tesla Model 3 among car fans. Is Tesla correct to concentrate on pure electric performance, or are these extras necessary for an exciting driving experience? Let's see. Tesla is thrilled to present the new Model 3 Performance, which will be available 6 years after the original Model 3 Performance delivered. Utilizing the most recent developments in engineering and manufacturing, this highly unique performance trim from Tesla creates what we believe to be the ideal high-performance daily vehicle. Latest driver-focused experience to date is offered by the new Model 3 Performance, which builds on the quality and platform enhancements of the most recent Model 3. The new Model 3 Performance, with its improved handling, higher power and innovative features, is proof of Tesla's dedication to quality and innovation. This car promises to provide an unmatched driving experience, whether you're zipping through urban streets or taking a fast ride on winding roads. A spoiler, front splitter, rear diffuser and distinct front and back fascias set the new Model 3 Performance apart from the base models in terms of design. Beyond only being aesthetically pleasing, these design features also increase end-to-end airflow and aerodynamic performance. Aerodynamic harmony is achieved at the component level and throughout the vehicle by carefully crafting every surface. These key benefits stem from improved design as compared to the previous generation, up to a 5% decrease in drag, a 36% reduction in lift, and a 55% improvement in front-to-rear lift balance are all achieved by the new Model 3 Performance. The Model 3 Performance is now more visually capturing, efficient and steady when driving due to these improvements. Want to know why UK journalists slam Tesla more than gas cars? The new Tesla Model 3 Performance has drawn criticism from Top Gear for being overly heavy, having no gearbox and making artificial engine sounds, although it weighs the same as its competitors. In contrast to American journalists who've largely praised the automobile, this evaluation caused controversy. Claims that don't necessarily match the facts are made by the British press, which includes Auto Trader, which appears to be especially critical of EVs. For example, the Tesla Model 3 Performance is lighter than the Mercedes C63 and weighs almost the same as a BMW M3 when fluids are taken into account. Despite this, these rivals don't face the same criticism. This disparity calls into question the objectivity and accuracy of certain automotive journalists in the UK. Does that mean that the model from the prior generation was a bit of a drug? Any Tesla engineer you speak to in private will agree that the original Model 3 Performance was a one-sided blow. Born in the thick of the Model 3 manufacturing nightmare, Mr. Musk didn't want any additional complexity, which hurt the Go Faster 3. At the time, he was rumoured to be sleeping on the factory floor to assist the entire mass production thing, not much else but lots of poke. Next came the issue with sound. The Model 3 appears to be free of the artificial engine noises present in vehicles such as the Porsche Taycan and the Hyundai Ioniq 5. These artificial sounds are extremely awful. They're like fart noises. The absence of such noise in a high-performance electric car is what makes them so beautiful. You can listen to music, read an audiobook, or have a peaceful conversation. It's silly to criticise the Model 3 for not having these artificial noises. Journalists in the UK ought to be praising it instead for its amazing performance in the absence of the noisy engine. The absence of a false transmission was the last point of dispute. Then some cars even come equipped with them to simulate a conventional gearbox's feel. So, do you believe that in the future electric automobiles will use fake transmissions? Seems like a trick that adds needless complexity. The best part is no part, so why add something that has no genuine use and could break, as Elon Musk once remarked? American journalists haven't been as critical of the Model 3 Performance as they have been elsewhere. The lack of artificial noises and transmissions is subjective, and the weight isn't a problem because it's comparable to its competitors. It downgraded the Model 3 from a 9 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10 based on these points. It appears that certain journalists are under pressure to criticise Tesla and electric vehicles, perhaps in an effort to support their doubts that these will be the mode of transportation of the future. This situation reminds me of the switch from horses to gas-powered automobiles. Back then, people welcomed the new technology for its benefits rather than crying about artificial horse sounds, or the mess that horses left behind. In a similar vein, we should acknowledge and value the advantages of electric vehicles without clinging to outdated opinions or unnecessary features. It would seem reasonable to accept electric vehicles for what they have to offer: high performance, quiet and efficient driving. Let's get started on the modifications, beginning with the styling. France, the head of design, introduced the automobile following a media briefing, expecting cheers, but all he got was silence. Not that it's a poor design, it just shares a lot of visual similarities with the Model 3 standard. But things have changed. The automobile has narrower headlamps and a lower nose. All of the low fascia is new and air curtains used to evenly distribute air down the sides by optimizing lift. A revised front splitter produces a small amount of downforce. Forged aluminium makes up the 20-inch staggered wheels, which have bigger rear wheels. They have snap-in and snap-out aero caps, improved semi-metallic brake calipers that are now standard, and Pirelli P0 tyres. Alright, do the new sports seats and interior upgrades enhance comfort? Interestingly, the new sports seats inside the Model 3 Performance have improved filling and a deeper, more comfortable seating position. Comparing the new seating geometry and construction to the RWD or LRAWD trims, customers don't lose any functionality or comfort because it offers greater rear support during cornering and dynamic driving, while still being accessible and comfortable for daily driving. It also has 12-way power plus heating and ventilation. The new Model 3 RWD and LRAWD trims enhanced NVH and interior comfort, which include 360 degrees acoustic glass, greater body plugs and sealing, and end-to-end NVH treatment for increased noise isolation. Also boost Model 3 Performance adaptive shocks are a new feature on this Model 3. A new badge and a carbon boot lip spoiler are located around the back. Although the badge appears to be plaid, it's actually a performance badge. Plaid badges are only available on Tesla vehicles that feature 3 carbon sleeve motors, which this Model 3 doesn't have. Performance and aerodynamic efficiency are prioritized in these design changes and improvements with the goal of improving the driving experience. Is this the killer of the BMW M3? Indeed. Even though you may drive it at ridiculous speeds, it still has the drawbacks of an EV. No gears, no noise, and a weight of more than 1,800 kilograms. There's no way out of the mass. This seems to be as far as you'd want to take it, and Tesla's done a fantastic job of avoiding making it more severe than it is. This is a daily driver for the time being, but you can occasionally uncork its mischievous side. Hold on if you're searching for genuine fireworks, as the Roadster will arrive soon. In fact, the most recent criticisms of the Tesla Model 3 Performance from Top Gear have generated a great deal of discussion, particularly with regard to their concerns about the lack of artificial engine noise and a conventional gearbox. Does Tesla's efficiency focus divide auto opinions? The viewpoint of Top Gear reveals an affinity for components that many view as outdated in the context of the current electric vehicle market. The Model 3 Performance purposely excludes phony engine noises and unnecessary mechanical parts, like a conventional gearbox, in order to optimize efficiency and driver enjoyment. The goal of Tesla's design approach is to provide a smooth, high-performance electric driving experience free from unnecessary gadgets or distracting sounds. While some critics contend that these components are necessary for the emotional driving experience, many industry insiders and Tesla supporters see this as a positive development that embraces the silent, smooth, and efficient character of electric vehicles. The argument highlights a larger conflict between the requirements of electric vehicles and conventional automotive expectations. As Tesla keeps pushing the envelope in terms of automotive innovation, it forces critics and customers alike to reconsider what makes for a truly remarkable driving experience. Ultimately, the Model 3 Performance's unique combination of state-of-the-art technology, outstanding performance, and understated appearance raises the bar and makes us reevaluate our ties to outdated automotive customs. What are your thoughts on Tesla's design decisions? Do you consider the absence of artificial engine noise in the conventional gearbox to be a disadvantage or an improvement? Tell us in the comments below. Please remember to like, share and subscribe if you like this video in order to receive future updates on the newest developments in automotive technology.